Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I got this question about night work, and this is going to be a short one, trust me. Anyway, this question is from Darkon, which is a pretty dang cool name, by the way. It's kind of interesting considering what this question is about night work, and his name is Darkon. So that's a cool name, Darkon. Anyway, Darkon says, "Hello, John. First of all, thank you for your effort to share knowledge. As you like, I'm going to be short and concise." Awesome. "My problem is that I can't focus in the morning and love working at nights. I tried to sleep earlier and start working in the morning with a cup of coffee, but the work just not going well. I think many developers are facing such a problem, and if you had such, could you give advice on how to overcome this? Big thanks from Kazakhstan." Darkon. Okay, so I've talked about waking up an hour earlier each day, and the reason why I talk about this is because I feel like the first hour of your day, you're probably going to be the freshest, and you haven't worked your regular job for 9 hours or whatever and be tired. So, giving yourself your first hour is typically going to be the best because you're going to be able to have the most energy because you just slept. But that might not be the case for everyone. So, I think you got to kind of experiment and play around with this and see. A lot of people would say what you're saying, Darkon, because they're just lazy. I'll be totally honest with you. And they procrastinate. And so they say, well, at the nighttime I work better. And it might be true because then you're done procrastinating, or it might be the type of work that you're doing. And so I would try to eliminate those variables. So pick a difficult task, something that you don't want to do, and try setting aside an hour in the morning as the very first thing that you do to do that. And then also try that in the evening and see which is easier. That will be a good test for you, because what ends up happening, because I can relate to this. I think I often thought the same thing, and I would end up doing a lot of work, quote, work at night. But what I did was I pushed all the fun stuff to the evening and didn't work as hard, because I got all the other stuff done, and so I thought I worked better in the evening. But that's not necessarily the case. Now there is, biorhythmic, we have certain circadian rhythm cycles where we have more energy at certain times, and different people are different. But in general, we all procrastinate. And so I don't know. I find that if you can work in the morning, that's probably going to be better. And what it really comes down to, though, is it's just discipline. It's just sitting down and doing the work. So a good way to develop this discipline is to, as soon as you get to your computer in the morning, know exactly what you're going to do, and don't waste any time checking email or Facebook or Twitter or any of that stuff, and just get to work and set yourself a timer and say, I'm going to work solid for an hour. If you want to do the Pomodoro technique like I do, then set your timer for 25 minutes and do your Pomodoro or Pomodori, and however many you're going to do, and commit to it and do it and get in the habit of doing that. Another way to do this is to set an alarm when you wake up in the morning, and as soon as that alarm goes off, you don't hit the sleep button, you jump right up and you're up. That's another way to develop that sort of discipline that might be necessary in that case. But again, it could be the case, especially since your name is Darkon, that you are a person of the night. But test it. Like I said, try the one really difficult task and try putting it in the morning, try putting it in the evening, and see if you do notice a difference, or if your problem is just procrastination and you're just telling yourself something that will make you feel better, or you're just pushing your easier tasks or more fun tasks to the evening when you're doing those, and that makes you feel like you're more productive in the evening. Again, could be, like I said, I'm not saying one way or the other, but I'm just giving you some ideas here, because I thought that I was more productive in the evening. In certain tasks, here's how I try to schedule my day, just to help you out here as well, is put the hardest things first, the big rocks, the stuff that you don't want to do and that require the most mental power, and then put the easier things at the end. So for example, in my day, I would want to put phone calls, interviews towards the end, doing YouTube videos towards the end, because those are easy things that I could do no matter what. If I'm doing coaching, I could do that. Whereas writing a blog post or writing in general is going to be much more difficult. So I put that towards the beginning. Anyway, hopefully that helps you. And if you have a question for me, email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. If you like this channel, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Take care.